No, this will be the beginning of everyone coming together who stands for what is right. Because I think it's wrong for any group of people, regardless of creed, race, or color, to stand. We cannot. We all got to stand together. There's only one race. It's the human race. So I think organizations like this will help our young people, help them to understand who they are, and make a difference.
Well, very well put. And your name, ma'am?
My name is Desi Watson.
And thank you for your wisdom.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Hi, I'm here today to talk about the death of my son, Aaron Rashawn Steele. Aaron was 23 years old, and he was gunned down by the policeman. He was shot 16 times totally. How do you need to shoot any person 16 times? 14 of those times was in the back, once in the neck, and once in the groin area. That was totally unnecessary. I think that we as a people need to get together. We need to deal with police brutality. We need to deal with loving one another and just doing what's right, because our society is truly going to hell in a handbasket. This is a tremendous loss. He was a wonderful student. He had graduated from the Ohio Technical College. He was employed by the RTA system. He had recently come downtown to find a homeless person that he had gone to school with to try to help them out, but was unable to do that and was really disappointed in that fact. The loss of my son was tremendous, and it has affected so very many people. And I'm here today in hopes that I can stop another mother from losing her son. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you very much.
If we don't act as a community, if we don't act as a family, if we don't act as one in unity with each other, then we can't be successful.
That's right.
Evil is organized. I'm going to say that again. Evil is organized. So if evil is organized, then good has to be organized.
That's right.
It means that good people who believe in the one creator or a higher power or understand the nature of spirituality and the fact that the mind that makes decisions, the mind that creates attitudes, the mind that develops a behavior that we are trying to mobilize against is a mind that we cannot see. I'm going to say that again. You cannot see your mind, but you know you have one.
That's right.
You can't see your emotions, but you know you have them. You can't see your thoughts. You can't see your spirit. You can't see your soul. And so consequently, what we have allowed ourselves to do is to be put in check by spiritual forces that we don't even acknowledge. The whisper of self-sabotage, the whisper of doubt, the whisper of anxiety that we can't make a difference, the confusion about what we need to do. So again, we want to thank you for coming out this afternoon. You're going to hear from a lot of leaders that are here, all of you all are leaders, because you made the decision to lead yourself down here today. And we thank you for that. So again, we love you, we thank you. There are a lot of other activists that are here. Make sure you exchange cards, network, because there's a lot of people that don't want us to come together. They're haters in the hood.
Right.
There are people that call people that, I don't want to see you down there with Khalid Samad and them on TV this afternoon. We don't want to see you standing on public square with other leaders trying to stop the killing, trying to stop the madness, trying to stop the crime. Isn't that a shame? So we must network, exchange cards, exchange emails, phone numbers, your meeting times for your organizations, because that's how you build a movement. And there are people who are standing out here today who stood with Martin Luther King, who stood with Malcolm X, who stood with Rosa Parks, who stood with Carl Stokes, who stood with Lou Stokes, who stood with us 20 years ago when we organized a rally to make sure that Nelson Mandela walked out that prison in South Africa. This is where we set it off right here. And the way that we do that is to exchange numbers, emails, faxes, and make ourselves known to one another so the movement becomes energized by human energy, and no one can beat us when we do that. Thank you very much. We're going to start in a minute. Gani.
Right here.
Peace be to everyone out here. How are you all this afternoon? We coming in peace, for peace. All we want to talk about is peace. And in that spirit, I'm going to introduce you to one of the peacekeepers and one of the peacemakers, a brother who is a friend and a colleague of ours, who is a minister of the church in the Mount Pleasant neighborhood, Quinn Chapel. He's going to say a few prayers, and then you're going to hear from the Imam of First Cleveland Mosque, who also say a few prayers. We're also going to have what we call, which is a spiritual recognition, or some people call it libation, which is a recognition not only of the Creator, but of those whose shoulders that we stand on, and those who have crossed over into the other dimension. And then the voices that you hear after that will be the Hugh people. You'll hear a little hip-hop and a little African drumming, and then we're going to start the march of the rally. Is everybody okay with that? Yeah. Good, okay. My brother and your brother, Reverend Dr. Snyder.
All right. Yes.
Let us join together. Just touch the person's hand next to you. It's all right. We're here all for one cause and one purpose. I believe in unity. Father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, God, we come to you just as we are. The blood of our sons and our daughters are crying from the streets for justice. Our women, our children, God, are looking for men to empower themselves to do what you have birthed us to do. And as a man here on this Saturday morning, this Saturday afternoon, Father, I repent for every man who have abandoned his family, every man that have abandoned his neighborhood, his street, have rolled down the shades and closed the doors and watched television while children run rampant, God. I pray and I stand and I ask for forgiveness right now. God, I ask that you would empower every man who have taken the task to raise their children. And God, I pray that you would give us the power to do what must be done right now. Lord, I ask for your liberating love and your liberating joy, God, across ethnicities to help our brothers and our sisters of the Christian faith to come together. Do not forget the inner city of Cleveland. Do not forget the urban areas of America. I know we need to spread the gospel in China, but we need to spread the gospel right here in Cleveland because children are dying. And Jesus, you told us, if I was hungry, did you feed me? If I was naked, did you clothe me? God, we're naked, we're hungry, and we need togetherness. So, Father, I ask right now that you just break the racial divide, break the racial tension. Father, I ask for liberating economic freedom, jobs, creative minds, and creative opportunities will come to create jobs and opportunities for our children. Our children are hungry, and they need a place to work, God. So we come to you, and we ask you, God, to look past our differences. Yes. Look past our spiritualities, look past our ignorance, look past our selfishness, and let us gather the spirit of Martin Luther King. Let us gather the spirit of Mahatma Gandhi. God, let us gather the spirit of our forefathers who are able to do much with less. So God, I come standing here today asking God for mercy again, for we have gotten off of the beaten path. Yes, we are our brother's keeper. Yes, we are our sister's keeper. And the blood of our children is crying from the ground. So I ask my colleagues of every ethnicity,